Check, yeah. Don't ask me why again, we tried again and didn't feel the same. The plans was nothing up the diagram. Winter overseas, I got some bags that need acquiring. We used to get cash, the checks bigger so they wire them. Plug talk, fuck the middleman, bring the supplier in. From Italy to Ireland.
Generation of Wrestling Podcast. You are now rocking with the God. What's really good?
Let's get it, GOW!
This is your forever Knockouts World Champion and Hardcore Country, and you are listening to the GOW Podcast because, you know, we always like to do it with a little hardcore country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting live from the 216 for all the sugar babies and babettes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, yours truly, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, okay, Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King Tuco. Bro, what's good?
Man, what's good is man, we didn't have to get up and watch wrestling at 8 o'clock this morning. That's what's good. Man, other than that, man, it's Saturday night. It's the block party, man. It's your boys. We in the building. You know what it is, man. We just wanted to come on here, man, and not nothing too crazy. You know, like I said, man, we had to work the show this morning. So, you know, we said we'll watch it. We'll come on a little later and we're gonna talk about it. And yeah, man, you know, do our 1, 2, and, you know, just do what's do. Big boy, what's happening? What's happening, folks? What's up with you, man?
What's up with it? What's up with it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Hey, look, you know, Crown Jewel, the first one not to come from the land of Saudi Arabia. We were in Perth, Australia, home of mommy, and of course, you know, we got that boy, Big Bad Bronson Reed, aka the shoe thief, the tribal thief, the Ula fuck around and find out a followinator. You feel me?
The Shula follow.
Yeah, the Shula follow. Hey.
I was about to ask, who the hell is who's that Reed?
I don't know. I meant to say Bronson Reed, but if he was white, he'd be Brad Reed. Big Bad Brad Reed.
I was about to say, man, like, hey, who's this other talking about? Like, hey, Brad Reed.
Yes, sir. Oh, we got Junior in the building. Junior says good evening.
Follow. What's up, Junior, man? What's good with you, man? The Shua Fala himself, he needed a little help tonight. But, it's okay. We expected it. It was a Australian, which, by the way, let me be honest, man. I know AEW can sometimes be over the top in their street fights and stuff like that, but damn, WWE be so underwhelming with their street fights. It's the same MO. It ain't much chaos. It ain't much to say that I wanted them to do anything that would have jeopardized themselves, but you know, you would have just felt it's an Australian street fight. I would have felt more things as just throwing out a couple of rugby balls and a damn cricket, and that's it. Like, that's all you did. You did nothing else. Yeah. It was just a regular, you know, fight that you had. So I didn't really feel like it felt like an Australian street fight. You didn't really do too much. It just felt I mean, they were cool, but what I was expecting out of it, and yeah, I feel like I didn't get that, but because it was Roman and it was Bronson Reed, I was cool with it. And I'm not gonna lie, the Usos came out and it just killed me. It killed it because the Usos were so 1, 2, 3 step. Like, you know how we get on AEW sometimes, how they're 1, 2, 3 go, 1, 2, 3 go. Well, the Usos was exactly that. They came out to the ring, and it was just, all right, you know, you're supposed to be here, and then it was just too many miscues, and it just felt off, and it kind of took away the momentum. Where I almost wish they hadn't come out. I wish I almost wish Braun hadn't came out, but then again, No, matter of fact, no, I'll take that back. I wish he and the Usos would not have came out, and it just would have been Bronson and Roman, and Bronson could have just finished it himself. I almost wish that would have happened than what we actually got. Overall, it was still a good match. You know, it was what it was, but yeah, that was it, man. I almost could have did it without the interference.
No, I do. I agree. I agree exactly with what you said. And my thing was, you said something about going back to the match. What am I trying to say? The street fight, because it didn't feel like a street fight. You know, the WWE's street fights or hardcore matches or whatever the case. You know, that there are no rules, no DQ matches. It's so sanitized, right? It's because they sit up here and they tell you, "Oh, we're gonna give you this street fight," but you know it's not gonna be a real street fight with AEW, especially on the pay per views. It's literally balls to the wall. It's legitimately rated R. You get what I'm saying? Like they go at it, and it it's really everything that they say it is. So yeah, I don't know what the hell.
Yeah,
All right, there we
I
go.
think
There we go.
there we go. There he is.
All right, we back. We back. We back. Oh. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think the king is currently frozen. But why he gets that situated? But no, yeah, harping back on the whole street fight thing, it was cool. I didn't think that Roman and Bronson did a bad job. I think the fact that Bronson ended up picking up the victory, that was cool, much needed. Roman Reigns taking the L, which again I'm not mad at. In a way I am kind of surprised, but with it being no rules, I mean, you kind of gave Roman the out. The one thing, like my partner said, man, until he get back on, he said that he felt he could have did without Jay and Jimmy. And I'm the same way. I feel like I understood why the Usos came out, right? Bloodline ties, that's your cousin, that's family. He's getting attacked, he's getting jumped. But he told you he did not want your help. And Jay, you know, being Jay, I love Jay to death, but Jay just cost Roman. You trying to spear Bronson, first of all. Or was it No, yeah, you tried to spear Bronson, you missed. You put Roman through the table, then you got back up, and Braun Breaker just annihilated the hell out of you with a crazy spear. And, post match, Roman said, I didn't want you out here. This only works one way. And I don't want to see y'all until Christmas, pretty much. Hey, get to step and get gone. And uh, the thing that was kind of crazy to me, bro, was Jay like, oh man, he always do this. Roman's just gonna do what he gonna do, bro. Your brother Jimmy was trying to tell you that off the rip. Stop listening to Roman. But you want to sit up here and disregard your own brother. Your brother been trying to talk sense into you for months now. Ever since Gunther choked his ass out and whooped his ass, Jimmy has been right there by Jay's side, and he's trying to show Jay the error of his ways. Like, bro, we done been through this. I was you. I know what it's like to have everybody turn their back to feel like the black sheep, But you got to stop looking for everybody's approval, bro. You got to stop trying. You got to stop trying to be who you not. Jimmy knows Jay Uso ain't in his right mind right now, but Jay, what they say, man, money is the root of all evil. When Jay got a taste of that, I think for Jimmy, think about this. Think about this. Storytelling 101, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Do you remember when Jimmy Uso first attacked Jay and he cost Jay the first time against Roman? What did he say? I did it for you. I did it for the family. I did it because I don't want you to become him. Now, fast forward a little bit over a year and a half later, Jay Uso has won the World Heavyweight Championship. He's become the top guy in sales and on the card, eating his way through pay-per-view after pay-per-view, show after show. Who is he trying to become now? The next OTC, the next tribal chief, the next head of the table. So it's funny because in the moment, Jimmy seemed like a hater. When you look at it now, it's playing out exactly how Jimmy said from the jump, but people couldn't see that.
Well, yeah, we could. Obviously you're gonna see it, and the only reason I say that is because you knew that eventually the success would go to his head.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously he wants to be the head of the table.
Mm-hmm.
That's never not been the goal. Not for him, not for Solo, not for any of them.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy's the only one, and when Jimmy have his moment,
Yeah.
guess what? He gonna shoot for the head of the table, just like the rest of them. So I'm not really surprised. And what I actually was more, what I found more taken off was when Roman was like, everybody's saying I can't win on my own.
Yep.
Bruh.
Yep.
That was the storyline for 4 years.
Yeah.
Shit, what you mean? What you mean? You built the whole bloodline just for you to do that. But also at the same time, I don't really feel like that's too much of a big thing because before the bloodline, we watched Roman Reigns win on his own for years. Even if WWE forced it, we watched him be on his own. So yeah, him recently, can he win on his own without his cousin's help? Bro, I mean, at this point, you created so many enemies and so many people out to get you. You need the help. Shit. But you also at the same time, you've had your matches where you were one-on-one and you shown that, dude, you are who you are. So I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but they made it that big of a deal for him to take some time away to try to refocus himself. He loves them. But like you said, I don't want to see y'all till Christmas. But for Jay, I mean, for Roman, I don't really feel bad for him. Like, bro, like you're Roman Reigns, dude. We know what it is. Ain't nobody tripping about that. You had the bloodline for 4 years. You did what any heel does. Hell, you're doing what Seth does. Every now and then, Seth will have his one match, but any other time coming out, Braun and Braun. That's who's coming out.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It's no different than anybody else. The OTC, we all know who it is. The people acknowledge you. They acknowledge you the entire match, even if you were being a little over the top cheesy. But still, they acknowledge you. But for that storyline purpose, to make Jay so upset, bruh, man, Jay just got real whiny. To me, Jay's become whiny. Like, he that's what he's becoming. He's becoming the whiny brother right now. And Jimmy, bro, you about to go home and be a daddy. So you just collateral damage. Let's get back to Solo and Fatu and all them. And let's let them shine. Because right now I feel like the Usos, like, again, man, they're like I like respect to them, but I feel like, man, they're not it anymore. Like, there's too much of them. They're too diluted.
Well, so the thing was, so I kind of have a little bit of a different take on that. I thought when they first teamed Jimmy and Jay back up, right, and it seemed like they were going to have the Usos have a revitalization in the tag team division until they figured out what. But even then, when you paired them back together, you still had Jimmy coming out looking like a sidekick. They come out to Jay's music. They come through the crowd like Jay with Jay. And then it's always Jimmy following behind Jay. Now, again, okay, cool. You could say, well, all right, little brother finally, getting leadership over big brother, which is fine. But they never felt like equals once they decided to pair them back together. It always, like you said, it always felt like Jimmy was always a step behind it. Even now, like you say, Jimmy really feels like collateral damage, which is crazy to me because if we're being all the way honest, I think before you had the whole Yeet thing taken off, Jimmy, I think, even Jay said this, early Bloodline days, Jay was looked at as the other twin. It was always Jimmy who was getting the love. It was always Jimmy who was known as the charismatic guy. It was Jimmy who was known as that dude until he got hurt. So it's like now to kind of have Jimmy on the back burner, it's like, bro, you put him on SmackDown, you had over a year or some change. I know Jimmy got hurt, and I think he broke his toe at Survivor Series. He was out for a while with a whole bunch of other stuff. But it's like, bro, you had this dude on SmackDown for almost 2 years by himself away from his brother, and you still couldn't find nothing to do with Jimmy?
And that's my point. And that's my point. Like, dude, like for they should have never tagged them together because yeah, Jimmy's going to be the second guy because Jay's been the man. I mean,
Yeah.
damn, he left the group. He
Yeah.
left the group and went to a whole show by himself. That's what separates him. He went to the show by himself, and yeah, Cody Rhodes helped him, and maybe one or two other people helped him. But the also issue was is that they you kept trying to separate them, but you kept bringing them back together. Like
Yeah.
it was one thing when it was about Solo. That was one thing when it's about Solo, but now it's like you just out of habit is just putting them back together to deal with the Brock. But dude, nah, you on SmackDown. Go on SmackDown, Jimmy. Jay, you over here on Raw. Either you gonna find somebody else on Raw over here to help you out, or you're gonna have to do it yourself. Go back to that. There's no point in you crossing brands because again, you know, even though we know they'll do it, it's happening too much because now you're taking away from other people getting TV time because now you got this dude who's from the other show on your show taking up TV time when it could be somebody else. So it's little things to me. It's the little things to me that bothers me so much more because it's like, damn, you're constantly doing this. And then it's like, man, you know what? All right, fuck it. It is what it is. But that's why I was like, I love the Usos, man. I would revival. What? Revival for what? They ain't been gone long enough. They have not been gone long enough to need a revival. Jay do what he's doing. Jimmy's getting ready to go be gone for a while. Dude, just be around. Just around. Honestly. Because
But
honestly,
you know what?
For 2 years, you ain't had nothing. So what's the issue now?
But that's the thing I'm noticing with WWE, especially in this Triple H era. And Vince did it too, but I'm noticing, bro, they hit the panic button too quick, you know, because like the minute it seemed like you didn't know what to do with Jay, oh, let's go back to what we know works, you know, let's put them back together with Jimmy. When it seemed like you was going to split up the New Day, what did you do? You, instead of having our boy Woods to go heel and get a singles belt because he's the only person in the fucking New Day to not become a world champion. It's like, and the crazy part was
he's the only one to not win a singles title at all, dude. Like you ain't got to win the world championship. Don't get the US or the Intercontinental Championship. Let my man have his own shine away from the New Day. That was the whole thing. You're turning him heel, and he's going to turn on them because he's the weak link. He's the only one that has never won anything outside the tag team titles. That is big enough right there, and he can. He's a big enough mouthpiece to do what he needs to do. Let him shine.
And the crazy part was you built it up so crazy, right? Because before they announced that it was a swerve and him and Kofi was going to actually just be a heel version of themselves, dude, you had it to where you had people eating out the palm of New Day's hands, especially when they did what they did to Big E. It's like, bro. And then Xavier Woods talking all that shit about Kofi, and you had them segments, man, where backstage with Xavier and Kofi going at it, sending digs at each other. Bro, you had the opportunity to really let Woods lay it in because you know why? Kofi Kingston is beloved, bro. Kofi is Kofi. To me, I feel like Kofi's in that R-Truth Ryan Killings category to where he's going to be loved by the fans no matter what. I mean, yeah, the fans are booing him now just because, I mean, we just hate what they're doing with the New Day.
They're more laughing at him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But okay, we're annoyed with it. But it's like, dude, Woods being jealous. Dude, it's a story as old as time. We had it with Edge and Christian. We had it with the Hardys. We had it with Kane and Undertaker. Like, bro, the Dudleys, APA, you know, Sean and Marty. Like, it's the formula that has been proven to work time after time again, and it makes sense. Over 10 years together. Everybody getting their shine. What about me? What about me? Big E, okay, you was the power. Kofi, you was the high flyer. The agility. What about me? Because guess what? I'm strong too, and I can talk better than anybody in the group. I can get over. I can wrestle, but I'm a 20 fucking year veteran. What about me? Where's my shine? I have been nothing without the New Day. Let me step out on my own. And you know, and he would have had a legitimate gripe. But I feel like with WWE, when they don't know what to do with somebody or it's not working the way they anticipated, bro, they just go back to what they know. You and I, we talked about this. Ray Phoenix and Penta. Okay, cool. You didn't want to put them together when they first debuted because you wanted them to have their own. First of all, Penta debuted a few months before Ray, and then when Ray came in, you wanted them to have their own shine and blah blah blah. That's cool. But if you gonna put Ray in a fucking tag team anyway, why would you put him with another Latino, bro? You could have put him with his fucking brother. Like so it just I don't know, man. I really truly question I'm not even gonna say the booking, the logic. Like, what are these conversations? Because Triple H, you are the cerebral assassin. You are the game. You learned from Vincent Kennedy McMahon for whatever reason, good or bad, that may entail. What the fuck is up with your booking, bruh?
Man, dude. Let me, dude. It's I gotta hit the wrong button. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Man, what the hell is going on? Can you hear me? Oh, okay, there we go. I'm about to say, damn, man, I don't know what's going on today. Dude, it's been the thing we've been complaining about when it comes to, you know, start and stop pushes to certain people. When we said, damn, we see what they're doing with Jay, we see where they're going with Jay, but you already messed up with Jay when it was the Intercontinental Championship. You were having him and Braun Breaker. Now, if you were going to set up a best of 7 between them two, I think that would have been good. But you kind of you put the title on them, then you took the title off of them just to build them up for the Royal Rumble, just to put the title on them, just to take the title off of them. And it was like, all right, man, but the problem with Jay was, and again, the yeet, the persona was okay. That was fire. It's the in-ring. Dude, he's one half of a tag team. He's doing everything he did in the tag team. Right. To me, that's the boring part about his matches. It's not the fact that he doesn't have the determination or the will. Certain people, certain matches, yeah, it worked well, but sometimes after a while, it's just like, man, it's just the same shit. He's doing the same shit. He's starting to hit the same 5-6 moves every time. And it's like, all right, bro, you got to be a little bit more involved in that while still hitting the fan favorites. And I don't feel like we've gotten that from Jay. Compared to when you look at maybe Braun Breaker. You look at some of the matches he's had, shit, they all kind of been the same. He's been wrecking shit, but there was something different about each and every one of them and who he was fighting against. Yeah. I don't feel that way about Jay. When you think about Xavier Woods, and when we said everything that was being built up, Karrion Kross, the whole point of what Karrion Kross was doing was to get into the head of Woods to break away from the group. That's what made everyone buy into it so much, because it's like, damn, we're gonna finally get to see Woods do something, and not just Woods with the New Day, but it's just him by himself. So it would have made sense that him and Kofi would have got going at it, and then you know, once they had the New Day celebration, Xavier should have roasted both of them. He should have gave it to both of them that night. It should have been them going at Big E. It should have been him going at the both of them about everything that they've been able to do and what he never been able to do, because he's always been just the support or the extra wheel or the third wheel or whatever you want to call it. And he's never gotten his opportunity other than being a bummy ass king of the ring that didn't mean anything, because when he won it, he didn't even get a title shot. He didn't get shit. He just got to walk around with a damn crown and be a fool. So no, dude, hell no, man. That would have been so much for him because it's not like Xavier can't talk. It's not like he can't articulate himself and saying something. And it's not like we don't know, like, damn, like, you know, a heel was like this. Like, man, this would have been great. And again, Kofi could have been that dude that he ran through because that would have been the story that, oh my God, the New Day, 10 years of this, and then to see you two, I don't want to hear about that black on black crime shit. Hey, man, we got to fight each other too. We just can't fight all the white people and everybody else. We got to fight us too. So, hey, put him in the ring, let him do what he do, let him beat Kofi. All right, and he does it so viciously that it's like you shock the world, and then it's like it stuns Big E. He ain't coming back to wrestle because he ain't doing nothing to come back to wrestle because I don't think he can physically without something happening to him. So I'm not worried. You know, you could have did that and then just let him continue to be him. He could have been Intercontinental U.S. champion a couple times. He could have had some nice matches with LA Knight and a few of these people. It's not like Xavier Woods isn't over. It's not like people don't know who he is. It's not like he's not popular. It's not like he has not come out and cut promos and talked and done all that other stuff. It's not like he can't do it.
Right.
Damn. Let the man shine. So it's not just him. It's a lot of people like that. We're like, damn, man. Like I've been on this for a minute because I'm like, man, where is he at? Like, where's all these other people? Again, you down put him with his brother on Raw. You need to add to the tag team division anyway. Just do that.
Right.
There's so many things to it, man, that goes to it, man, that we keep questioning. But you know, hey, they gonna push what they feel is right until it don't work, and then they gonna do the thing that we've been said they should have did. And then somehow they'll screw that up.
Of course. But so we had that match. Dude, I want to kind of skip around a little bit. I want to talk to you about a match. No. It's all good. I want to talk to you about a match that we did enjoy, and everybody seemed to have a very overwhelming response and reception, bro. Let's talk about the phenomenal one. The phenomenal AJ Styles versus the Never Seen 17. All right, you said you said to be iffy about it. What did you not like about it?
Too many goddamn false finishes. I understood the purpose. The purpose. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being naive. I understood the purpose. Dude, it was too much. It was too much. It was a lot. It was a lot. I get it. But nah, man, I'm criticizing this just like I do every other match. If you telling me too many false finishes is bad for a match, I don't care if it's John Cena's last match. I understood with the purpose. You could have did something different, but you did so many specialty finishes. You just kicked out of all of them. And all these finishes ain't supposed to just be kickable. You don't just kick out these. Right. Man. And some of them you delivered better than the person that they delivered them. You just that was a bit too much. I mean, and again, I get the nostalgia of it. I'm not as far as them John Cena versus John Cena and AJ Styles. The reason why this match looked better than Brock Lesnar because AJ Styles is someone that John Cena at this age can wrestle with. He can wrestle with AJ Styles than Brock Lesnar being the mercenary that he is and molly-whopping his ass like he did. That's why that kind of just fell to the wayside. And this felt more natural because we watched two old-ass people go out there and give them their best, for 40 minutes? And they did so many finishers. And that's the only thing about it. Again, if it was just a handful, like maybe let's say they did 3 apiece of someone else's and then they finished off with theirs, I'd have been cool with that. But dude, they ran down the whole goddamn Hall of Fame list. I mean, left and right. And I get it. it's because John Cena wants to pay nostalgia to a few folks. Dude,
Yeah.
the Miz is still there. You could just do something with the Miz. I don't know if AEW will allow Edge to come over, but if that was to happen, very cool. But that's like the one we understand and we expect. Kurt Angle, we know Kurt Angle ain't coming back because Kurt Angle can't wrestle no more. So we ain't looking for that. But I don't know. It was just a tad bit too many finishes. And against a lot of those finishes, they're protected, man. I mean, even though, everyone's doing the super kick, but it's a difference when you know you're doing a particular one and you're we're just kicking out of it. Nah, man, come on.
So the wrestling purist in me, the wrestling traditionalist, if you will, in me, I understand 100,000% what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Here is the flip side of that to me. Why, although I agree 100% what you're saying, I don't necessarily have an issue with it. And the issue is this. I mean, for me, is John Cena is one of those people. You can never, I know they say never in wrestling, right? I mean, hell, Undertaker came back for the money. Shawn Michaels came back for fucking Saudi for that terrible ass match for the money. I truly believe with John Cena's career taking off like he has in Hollywood, I really believe this is the last time we're going to see him. I also feel like no, well, I'm talking about just like from a wrestling standpoint, you know. Well, yes, for a while.
Oh, most definitely that, but we'll see him like in maybe a year or two. He'll come back because they'll be putting him in the Hall of Fame. So that's why I say it'll be a minute, but we'll see him.
But I'm talking from like an in-ring wrestling standpoint, you know. And I feel like, dude, Cena know the fans are pissed at the way he's going out. He knows that, and so in this match, do I normally think it should have been this many false finishes? No, especially finishes we know that has been so protected, like the RKO, the Tombstone, the Choke Slam. You know, absolutely not. I know. But at the same time, I think, because if you listen to the match, it became a point to where fans were requesting finishers. Like, that's the crazy part. So
it was. And I ain't gonna lie, when they got to the 619, I was like, you know what? Okay, let me see how this is gonna fuck up. And then they didn't do it. I'm like, okay, good. Thank you. Don't let that happen. Thank you.
So that's why I also wasn't too mad, because I think some of the finishers were like, okay, we're gonna do these, but after they got to a point to, bro, they was having fun with it. Like, all right, let's just see how because like almost every time the fans said something, if they could do it, they tried it outside the 619. But even Wade Barrett was like, 99% of the roster wouldn't be able to do that, so it's okay, John. Like, bro, John is 6'2". He's not pulling up a 619, bro. At 250 pounds,
AJ Styles probably would have had a better Styles would have had a better shot of pulling that off than John Cena.
Yeah.
But again, the match. I mean, them two going at it like they were like just classic AJ Styles versus John Cena. Yeah, you know, it's you could tell there was a bit rust, but you could tell, you could see the genuineness in them two in that match. Like, and I appreciated that. So that's why it's like I might be sounding real hatery.
No, not at all.
Again, it's like, no, the match was fine, and I don't have no problem with what they were trying to do. Oh, and I will get on WWE for this.
Talk to me.
Real quick. How the hell do you not take their history and make a video package out of
it? Did they not?
They didn't do a video package for that. They did a video package for everybody else. They didn't do a video package for that. They just came out and AJ Styles, you know, they came back from whatever, and then AJ Styles came out and they started the match. Like, they didn't do like a history rundown of the shit that they've done in the matches and the promos. I didn't see it unless, again, I didn't watch the show live. I watched the replay. So maybe it was something that got cut.
Got you.
But when I was watching the other matches, I saw promos for everybody else. I'm like, man, how the hell they didn't do a promo for that? Hell no. So maybe I missed it. And if I missed it, then I missed it. Then I apologize. But if
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't miss it, if they didn't do it,
no. They did it. They did it. And it's crazy because it kind of caught me off because they did a whole AJ Styles on the come up in TNA at the same time John Cena had his come up in WWE, and they was bringing up old magazine clippings. Right? It's crazy because there's this old magazine article. And I think like a Wrestling Illustrated, and it was AJ Styles back in TNA and John Cena in WWE on the magazine together, and it's like, what if? So no, they did do that, and then they brought it to present day to their rivalries in 2016, 2018 and stuff. So they did, but my thing is, again, I feel like it was the story. The story writes itself, but I feel like, bro, especially with the way y'all been, but I think AJ Styles only had 10 singles matches this whole year televised. It's like I feel like y'all could have built it a little better because we haven't been seeing AJ on TV as much.
well,
As well
again, it wasn't on purpose. You have to remember, it wasn't on purpose. It was. Hey, y'all want to see me fight AJ Styles? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. And that was it.
Yeah.
Again, he only had 5 appearances, so he couldn't do anything else. And AJ Styles could only say so much. And then they had the match. Like I feel like they wasted his early appearances. That's what I feel like they did. They wasted those on some BS shows that you could have did different stuff on. I get it. You wanted to give him opportunity to hit some places, but if you knew you were getting closer to the end, you should have saved some of them dates. Maybe you would have not have to rush the ending.
No, you know what it is? It's because WWE want to fucking shove all these shows.
He said, "Nah, it's not hate. It's being balanced." Because again, it's not like I hate. I just felt like they did one, and I get fans were asking for some of them. After a while, when it's like, okay, this is what y'all doing. It's like, all right, we'll just do this and do this. But then they kept doing it, and it was like, all right, all right, damn, okay, y'all, okay, all right, y'all, okay, all right, okay, that's enough. But it is what it is. It was still a good match. That's just my one little take about it. But Earl says not only that this was AJ's first match of his retirement tour, the end of his career. He's ending in 2026. Man, you know what? I don't know. I don't know, man. I almost kind of wish these guys would go to AEW just so they can get a proper fine farewell tour. Man, but
and that's the thing, because I know TK would. Again, TK, another one. AJ Styles, the fucking phenomenal AJ Styles of AEW, bruh. That motherfucker would be booked to the gods.
Let me put it to you like this. I know Vince would have did better by John Cena. Vince would have did way better than John Cena. He would have did so much better for John. Like
he would have did better by John Cena and AJ Styles.
He would have had those appearances well balanced out. Like, nah, John, you're gonna hit it here, and then you're gonna do here, and then you're gonna do here, and then boom, boom, boom. we gonna work this thing out. They dropped the ball on this shit.
You know why? Because as much shit as we talked about Vince McMahon's era of running WWE. Now, will I say overall, am I enjoying I guess the spectacle of what a WWE event has become? Sure, right? Because I'm not gonna lie, it is cool to see them going overseas, doing all this shit, getting all these there. Like, yes, that part of it is beautiful because it's like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. Even though as a fan, it sucks because I know the more money they continue to make overseas, the more they're going to upcharge domestically because they're going to use overseas as leverage because guess what? You guys don't want to keep paying here. We're just going to keep going there. So that sucks. But from an at-home viewership standpoint, oh, this is cool. But Vince, again, say what you want about Vince. We're not absolving him of anything. But if we're looking strictly from a wrestling promoter standpoint and what WWE was, one thing I will say, even to a detriment, to an absolute fault, he made it family friendly. We gave him shit about the PG era and all the PG blah, 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 blah. But guess what? If you want us to go see fucking John Cena, you can take 5 fucking people and not be poor at the end of the night. Now you can barely take yourself.
But not even that. But it's not even that for me. Like, even if he decided, well, it's John Cena's last run, I still want to charge people. Okay, charge. But the thing is, I know it would be better put together.
Yeah.
That's my thing. It's the way it's being presented. It's not the charge or all that shit. It's John Cena. This is his last run. Yeah, man, get that. Let me get this shit. Let me get this money about y'all people. Hell yeah, get your money.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Now is TKO being over? Sure.
Yeah.
But we expected them to get their money from it. But for me, it's the presentation of the final run. That's what I'm talking about when I say I know Vince would have done better by John. He would have done right by John on that. Because it's like, dude, it's your final year. All right, man, we're gonna make this a spectacle. Like we gonna spectacle this shit up. Man, you gonna come out, you gonna tell this, we're gonna have this person come out, you gonna do this, and then we gonna have this, and it's like, man, shit, you gonna interact with everybody. You ain't just gonna shoot with people that's in the company that you had a rivalry with. You gonna shoot with everybody, man, and you gonna do something. You gonna interact. You just we gonna celebrate John Cena. When John Cena come out, it's a block on wrestling. This is the John Cena moment. Like that's the type of thing that is gonna be. And again, I would want that aspect of Vince with this aspect of Triple H. Like if if that can somehow come together, man, I don't think we're complaining about a lot of this stuff, or as much. But we could be nitpicking. But then again, it's like we've watched enough since he's taken over, and it's like, okay, we like this and we're seeing this, but man, dude, you're missing this. That's the thing. It's not that you're not doing it, you're missing it. And it's like, not sure if you care to find it.
But you know what I think the difference is? I think the difference is with what am I trying to say? With Triple H and Vince. Vince is a promoter, Triple H is a booker. And you're seeing that in the presentation of the product. Triple H is a matchmaker, right? Vince McMahon is a moment maker. And when it comes to WWE, that's what we're missing. We're getting the matches. We're not getting the moments. You're not getting the story. You're not getting the emotion behind it. And it's something that we criticized AEW for at one point in time, because we kept saying, man, bro, bill to bill, AEW is great, but they're missing stories. But once Tony Khan kind of understood the storytelling aspect of it, AEW, although not perfect, is clicking. WWE right now, it's just like everything is a fucking money grab. And you can clearly tell the difference between how AEW's run and WWE's run. Ever since WWE has gotten taken over by TKO, bro, people thought WWE was corporate before. You thought corporate? You don't know corporate. This is fucking corporate. Here's the difference. They're telling you to your face. They don't give a fuck if little Jimmy and JJ and Sarah can't make it to the goddamn show. Who gives a fuck? Somebody can. And they're going to go to the highest bidder. With TK, people make fun of TK for being a mark and all that, being a super fan. But guess what? He actually is fucking booking, and I feel like he's listening to me. He might not do shit the way I want him to all the time, but I can tell he's got the fans' best interest.
He's not taking on all the pressure.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And here's one thing I've noticed with TK. TK isn't afraid to admit when shit ain't working. TK will tell you in the press conference quick as fuck. Hey, man, yeah, so we did XYZ. Didn't quite work out how I thought it would. Yeah, we're going to probably try something else. And he'll tell you, like, hey, bro, I fucked up. My bad. And he don't try to act like he don't see shit online. He'll tell you, I saw that. Now he's gonna stick up for himself too. But like you say, he realized he couldn't do it all on his own, bro. You trying to run a soccer club, a football team, and at one point he was running 3 damn television shows. Hell no, you can do all that shit yourself. What did we say? TK needed help. What did he do? He got help, and guess what? AEW is fucking enjoyable. We said you should start booking smaller venues. It'd be a better look for the television broadcast. Well, goddamn, would you look at 2025? He's booked smaller venues and some of the most unique looking venues. When they did that residency in Chicago, fucking beautiful. Philly, love it. Keep doing that shit.
it was another one they went to, and I think it was like this or somewhere. It was like, yo, like I like that, man. That was a nice little venue, and it had a nice little size of people in there. So it was like, yo, that's what it is right there, man. But first of all, Doc and Alan, y'all some fools. Doc says, man, he can't believe Benoit didn't get in this year. Doc, you a fool. Alan, hey, you speak your mind, man. Big Earl, first of all, what's up, Earl, man? What's up, Alan? What's up, Junior? What's up, Big Boy? What's up, Daniel? What's good with people, man? The people showing up and showing out. I know we got to the conversation. The people the comments are coming in. But he says plus Trips was a wrestler, so he's booking like a wrestler. He is booking like a wrestler, but he was a guy. Let me put it to you like this: if Triple H was to book guys like he got booked, I think it would be a different story. I don't feel like he's booking some guys like he got booked. And Big Boy says the Philly 230 arena was nice. Yeah, that one was definitely,
Well, see, that's the thing though. Because Triple H, with it being a wrestler and the way he was booked, Triple H was booked like very few people. I can rattle off 5 people right now, maybe, that was booked as well as Triple H, as creatively as Triple H, or better. I'll give you Triple H, and I'm just talking about just in his era. Triple H, I'll give you John Cena, I'll give you Undertaker,
Kurt Angle,
and you can kind of, if you're looking from a full-time side.
Well, I mean, you can also throw in The Rock and Austin, but they were the mega stars. Triple H was kind of like he was like the come up and guy. He was the third guy for a long time, fading out, and then he started coming in more.
But I'm thinking, like, even when you look at WrestleMania, like every WrestleMania Triple H has been a part of, bruh. Entrances was epic as shit. You know, Triple H has been this part of some of the craziest storylines. Dude, Triple H, Triple H was John Cena before John Cena. If you remember, bruh, there was a period in time where Triple H, every time he came back from injury, world title picture, held the title, lost it, got hurt, world title picture. It was Super Cena before Super Cena. You know, and then when he started to go part-time because he was doing his thing backstage, learning the ins and outs of the business, then that's when Cena took over. But you would think for somebody that was booked as prominently as he was, as over as he was, his booking will be a lot better than what it is, especially, bro, you found it NXT. I know you got it in you. Because look what you did. In spite of Vince, when we were bitching about Vince's booking on Raw and SmackDown, there was a point in time people preferred watching NXT just because you were doing what Tony Khan is doing now. Fan service.
Let me ask you this, man. Is it more of it's because it's NXT or the egos of the main roster and why it's harder for him to do it the same way?
I don't think that's it. Because here's the thing. You have more talent than ever before. You've already proven you don't give a fuck if somebody's in the middle of a storyline or not. You're going to call them up. You did it with Roxanne. You did it with Julia. You did it with Stephanie Vaquer. If somebody on the main roster don't like your bookie, don't like your creative, don't want to follow in your footsteps, get the fuck on. It's 20 other motherfuckers I can bring up. That's just as over as your ass is. My thing is...
No. Ooh, I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. But that's what I'm saying. My thing is there's a lack of follow through. Part of the lack of follow through, I'm not even blaming on the talent. I'm blaming on WWE/TKO. Bro, you are not giving these people any time because it's like you got too many storylines going on through too many shows. In any given month, you have anywhere from, let's say you got 2 Raws, 2 SmackDowns. You got anywhere from 8, including NXT, 10 shows, well, 12 shows, 16 shows, no, 12 shows. And then you add the PLEs, bro, you got 20 shows in a fucking month. And sometimes at least 2 of those weekends are PLEs, 2 different ones. you don't have enough time to book everybody for all this shit. And then people get hurt. And it's like, now you just throwing shit to the wall, seeing what sticks. And then when shit start going, oh, now there's somebody ready back for a return. We got to find something to do with them. It like to this day, I would never understand. Help me understand. Why did Bailey not wrestle at WrestleMania again?
So what you're saying is the main roster is too big for him to run it like NXT. And that's the reason why we don't see it to the degree of why we were so excited when we watched NXT compared to when we watched the main roster. We do see hints of it, even though we do see the hints of it, like when we watch it now, but there's something about the star power. Like, again, when we think about Namor, Asuka, Finn Balor, same thing, like some of those guys, they felt like rock stars. They felt like big stars there, and you wanted to see them go to the main roster. You wanted to see them hit because it's like, dude, if this dude is this now, if she is this now, hell yeah, man, let's get her to the main roster. And then we watched him fumble the ball with them. Now that was on him, but now it's like, now you running the show. You got the people, and you got some that you helped bring in, but I said before, Vince kind of helped bring them up. You got to build people up on your own. Stephanie, and I want to get to it. Tiffany, to me, this was the weakest match of the card, and I feel like because Tiffany as a face, I hate it. I want to see Tiffany as a heel. I need Tiffany as a heel. She has to be a heel. And right now, Stephanie done very little to be pushed like she's this big when I don't know if she's really this big. Like, I like her, she's good, but I don't know if she's ready to be this big right now. And I think they might be jumping the gun a little bit. Not saying she can't get there. I'm not saying she can't get there. I just think they jumping the gun right now.
Marketability, brother. Marketability. Stephanie Vaquer, man, one of the things that they do is every time.
What's the marketability? Hold on. What's the marketability? Is it everything she does, or is it the one thing she does that Booker T has made the most popular thing, and that's what everybody waits for? And I'm not saying she can't wrestle in the ring, because we know she can wrestle in the ring, but she's not cutting promos. She's not cutting promos like you think most people would, and they still barely show her all like that.
I'm gonna tell you why, brother. There's certain people in this business, and you know, look, Ultimate Warrior, was he a great wrestler? No. Bill Goldberg, was he a great wrestler? No. John Cena, was he a great wrestler? Hell no. There's even the joke, Mr. Five Moves of Doom. So again, but what's one thing they all had? They had what the kids say: aura, charisma, marketability. When you look at Stephanie Vaquer, okay, let's state the obvious. She's very beautiful, highly attractive, right? Let's get that out here. I mean, come on. She when Stephanie Vaquer walks out, she looks like a star. Looks like a star. The way she carries herself, like a star. Now, okay, you want to talk about her in ring. We know she can go in the ring. Do I feel like she's kind of weaned off since NXT? Yeah. But I just feel like that's because they rushed her to the main roster too fast. But when you look at Stephanie Vaquer, man, she's somebody that prints money. I think the only thing is right now she is lacking is her promo ability, but that's because English isn't her first language. So I will say, like, that could be a little bit of a disconnect. But other than that, I feel like Stephanie now, do I think she should have definitely got more matches under her belt, more in-depth storylines under her belt before we just start slapping main roster belts on her? Absolutely. But what did we say? What did we say was the thing in the past? Vince made stars. When we talk about current Triple H era, bro, Stephanie is the closest thing you had to a star in his era. You got Julia, you got Roxanne Perez, you got people that could become stars. Stephanie has already shown she's that. Anytime she posts online, I know we get on Logan Paul. But anytime Logan Paul posts, he go viral. Anytime Stephanie Vaquer posts, she go viral. Anytime Mommy posts, she go viral. Now, it might not necessarily be for the in-ring reasons specifically, but they're bringing attention to the brand. And at the end of the day, that's what WWE has become, bro. It has become, huh?
Their brand or their bikini bottom.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they're bringing attention again because of their looks to a degree, but those looks are going to have you watching the show. It's going to have somebody. I can't tell you how many females I know that do not watch wrestling, and they see a picture of XYZ, a Jade Cargill, a Bianca Belair. Oh my God, who is that? You know, oh, she cute or she's strong, she's buff, whatever. And you know, and then you're for the guys, the same thing. Like, bruh, you will watch. I guarantee you right now, bruh. You will watch a triple threat with Zelina Vega, Kiana James, and Mi Chin before you will watch. Watch this. You ready? Before you will watch an R-Truth and Tozawa match. Tell me I'm lying. You know,
I might actually watch the Zazawa and R-Truth match.
No, you would not, bro. No, don't you lie to me. You have eyes like I got eyes. Stop lying. You go watch.
I tried it.
But we know why. You got a point. So, you know, I get it because it sucks because there are the people like that we really wanted to see, like the Shayna Baszlers, right? The Piper Nivens, and so on and so forth. That we like, bro, like they can really go in the ring. Unfortunately, because of said politics, right? You can kind of probably point to that as one of the reasons why maybe they haven't. Not saying that it's right, but when you look at the type of women and guys, if you think about it, that WWE likes to push, bro. Roman Reigns, that motherfucker is gorgeous, bro. They forced you to watch this motherfucker for 8 years. The fans told you they didn't give a fuck about Roman. But do you think Vince cared? No. Vince said, we're going to put this pretty ass Samoan on TV and you're going to love him, goddammit. And I know he was happy as fuck when the world came crashing down in 2020. Because guess what? You had to watch Roman. Because WWE was the only motherfuckers putting on live TV. And Vince got his wish, goddammit. Because look at Roman. Roman became one of the greatest of all time. Again, marketability. Roman I would not call Roman then a great wrestler, but he had the look, he had the aura, he had the charisma, the machismo.
The machismo.
Yes, sir.
Man, Big Boy says, man, 4 titles in 8 months for Stephanie. Hey, look, I'm not hating on that other than the fact that I think they just, I mean, but they threw them titles on them. It's not even like, again, because you had people that were kind of already in line and they had just signed Stephanie in them and they came in just whooping everybody. Like, and that's why it's like, that's why I question how is it that some of these TNA people can't beat some of these NXT people? You tell them Stephanie and Julia, and you ain't even using Julia like that, but they just go run through everybody. Like, I get it. There was a popularity, but even before Stephanie was where she's at now, dude, she wasn't there then. Like, they were still trying to figure out. Hell, Zarya was still being Zarya was actually the bigger threat at the moment. And when you think about it, because when
Zarya was the biggest name,
they were thinking like, damn, Zarya about to come in and wreck shop. She's about to be the one. And where's Zarya now? She's the cheerleader for Soruka.
So you know why, brother? Look with your eyes. And Zarya is very gorgeous. Please don't get it twisted like a purple nurple. Zarya is fucking drop dead gorgeous. But again, there can only be one. And Stephanie Vaquer is that one.
And it's the one with you in their ass. It's the one tooting her ass in the air. All right, I got you. And even though she's more than that, and I want to emphasize that. I want to emphasize that she is very much more than that. Oh, she is every much more than that. She is someone you can watch wrestle in that ring and put on a great match. And if Tiffany was the heel in this match to be in the face, I think this match would have been better. So I
and here's the thing, but let me holler, but let me holler at you about
Steph. Her sex appeal is taking over, and I'm not. What's up?
No, sorry, but just because I don't want nobody to clip this, right, and be like, oh, there, no. I'm saying her sex appeal or her beauty is part of it, but also I'm just talking about her overall aura. Again, look at Roman Reigns. I wish I looked like Roman Reigns shirtless, brother. I do not. It is what it is.
I don't even need shirtless to give me the face. Give me
that's
the
what I'm saying. Like Gunther.
Give me Roman Reigns as features. Give me this, okay? Give me that, man. Yeah. Shit, let me get that $1 million smile with that hair, man. Hell yeah, man.
But look at Gunther. Gunther was the same way. We love Gunther in NXT when he was Chubby Walter, but he came up to the main roster, got a name change, bro, to slim down. Dude looks
and getting his ass whooped by everybody, That's what's happening.
but he looks the part. So but going back to Tiffany, Tiffany is another one.
That was a poor example.
Well, I'm gonna give you Tiffany because up until Stephanie Vaquer, she's actually been undefeated in singles competition as the champion.
For
yeah.
You see,
the
champ. It's the face. It's her being a face. It's her being a good person that I don't like. Like, because to me, she's struggling more. So that's why I was kind of hoping her. She was going to be a heel champion, even though they wanted her to take the title off Nia Jax. She was going to be a heel champion, but they turned her totally face.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's not. It's missing something. It's missing. Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Yeah. You had broke up on me for a minute. Hello? Yo. You there? Uh-oh. Okay, y'all. I can't tell if that's me or him, y'all.
You hear me?
Who is it? I hear you now. Yeah, I hear you now. Can you hear me?
Folks, I don't know what's going on, man. My Wi-Fi messing up or his. I don't know, man. Because I delayed, he's delayed. We're cutting each other off. He said it's my microphone, but I don't know what's going on, man. But look, we might have to come.
Oh, yo. Big boy stupid. Uh-oh. All right, y'all. So yeah, can you hear me? All right, y'all. We are gonna wrap this one up. We got a little technical difficulties. With that being said, man, hey, look, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the GOW. We're gonna come back to y'all live and direct, man, Monday for the Monday night block party. With that being said, man, I'm the franchise. He is the hold on, wait, let's see. He back. Hello?
Yo.
All right, there you go.
Man, god damn. Man, I swear to God, I'm like, man, what the hell going on, man? We all delayed, talking over each other. Like, man, come on, man, what the hell going on? The goddamn it ate it.
Hey! I was like, what's the haps, man? What's going on, man? Oh,
Man was in the middle of a good conversation too. And figure some things out and come back. But you know, we got plenty of stuff to talk about because now we got Wrestle Dream getting ready to come up. But we not done
yes,
with this,
sir.
man. But Seth Rollins was able to pull off the victory, you know, at the end using the watch to finally beat Cody Rhodes, which you know, I mean, he did it. He did it. It is what it is. We'll see where it goes from here. But other than that, man, I honestly, for me, like you said, I guess the best hype match overall, hey, Cena and AJ Styles.
Oh yeah.
I might feel some type of way about the too many finishes to a degree, but it still was a good and great match, especially for those two to be able to do what they did and to go as long as they did, man. I appreciate it, man. So yeah, that was definitely the highlight for me.
Nah, man. Hey, same here, same here. Definitely enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it. First of all, I want to say we've been on here for about an hour, some change. Thank all y'all, man, who hopped on here because we didn't even announce we was doing the show today because it came on so early. So, you know, we wanted to hop on, man, and get in where you fit in. So shout out to everybody, man, bro. Dude, Monday night block party. We do a Monday night block party. We don't have anything planned tomorrow unless something drastically crazy happens. But hey man, real quick, while we have decent connection before we get out of here, man, any final thoughts for the people? All right. All right.
Dude, I ain't even hear what you
Yeah,
were saying.
okay.
Man, whatever. Look, whatever you said, we
Oh yeah, we froze. We froze. Hey y'all,
yeah,
man, we'll
yeah.
see y'all Monday for the Monday night block party. Peace.